Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new to my channel. Today we're getting ready together because I like getting ready with you guys, because that actually gives me a reason to even get ready, because otherwise this is how I look. Most of the days this is how I look. I don't make any effort. Well, I say I don't make any effort. I brush my teeth and sometimes even comb my hair. That does not happen, however, very often. But you guys give me a good reason to sit down and actually do my makeup, beautify myself before I go and do my errands in town or go for, you know, business meetings, occasional lunches. How are you guys doing? Let me know what's been happening in your lives, what's new. In my life, nothing like particularly new has been happening, except the fact that I have been thinking of getting another cat. Jay, however, does not share my excitement for this idea. It's not even that I think like Kitty is bored and she needs a friend, because cats are quite happy to be the only child. They like, you know, they don't mind being on their own. They don't exactly need a companion. But I don't know, I just think it would be better if she had someone to play with. I say that, but my only concern and my only worry is that Kitty actually will not accept the new cat. That's why I would like to get a small kitten, so that hopefully her maternal instincts can kick in, and you know, if the kitten is small then it can adjust to her character. Especially she's neutered, she's never had kittens. The thing with Abyssinians in UK is that you have to neuter them if you're getting them from a breed, like official breeder, because you have to be like an official representative of Abyssinians in UK to have Abyssinian kitties. And yeah, we got Kitty 3 years ago. I mean, I absolutely love her. If I could, I would have more cats and more dogs, but dogs are a bit harder because I just find it really cruel when people get dogs and they're never home and no one is there to like be with the dog and play with the dog and walk the dog. I just find that really cruel, so I just don't want to do that. And that's why we got a cat. But to be honest, I would happily get a goat. I would happily get a chicken. Any animal for me is, you know, amazing. I love animals. I would love a farm. Jay just thinks that I'm literally getting a cat for myself rather than for a kid, for our, you know, for Kitty to play with, which is partially true. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this a bad idea? Am I just gonna stress my cat out by bringing another cat in? Does this have anything in? Get it? Because I know that ideally I should have got, you know, 2 cats together. I barely convinced Jay about 1 cat back then when we were getting Kitty. But let me know what kind of pets you guys have at home. I love animals and I love pets. When I was growing up, we always had some kind of pet at home with my mom, and we had parrots, like little budgies, and we had a turtle, we had cats, we had a dog as well, I had hamsters. So yeah, we always had some kind of pet. However, a lot of unfortunate events happened to our pets. For example, one of our budgies, I mean, that's not a very unusual story. He flew through the window, so he, you know, like flew out and basically obviously never came back, because why would he? Then another budgie that we had, he got stuck behind a fridge when we were away, because when we used to go away, I mean, bear in mind I was really small, when we used to go away we would leave the budgies out of their, you know, little cages, and they would just fly around the apartment, and I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he got stuck behind the fridge, and when we came back from our holiday, like after a few days, he was dead. He like yeah, I don't know what happened basically, but yeah, that's really sad. Our turtle, she just died because of old age. She was super cute. Her name was Chipa, and she would bite your feet when she was hungry. So she would like come to you and bite you on your toes or on your heels for us to give her some food. And she loved like lettuce and cabbage obviously, but her favorite thing in the world was white bread soaked in milk. I don't know if this is, you know, a normal thing that turtles have, but our turtle loved it. My dad also had a huge tank with fish, like tropical fish, which was really cool. Like he had all sorts of like yellow fishes, bright blue, and you know, like Nemo kind of fish. It was really nice. And then what I did for one of his birthdays, I went to the pet store, and I was, I don't know, maybe I was 14 or something like that, and I saw this like pair of fishes that looked really cool. They were like a bit of rainbow, had all sorts of colors in them. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks, I'll have 2 of these. I said, can I have 2 boys or 2 girls? I don't remember, but anyways, they gave me a boy and a girl. I wasn't aware of that. At the time, they were about that big when I bought them. I brought them to my dad, and he put them obviously in the tank with all the other fishes, with all the other fish, right? There's no plural for fish. Is that right? Let me know. I might be saying it wrong, but I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying to learn English every day of my life. He put the fish with the other fish in the tank, and a few weeks later, they got to about that size. They were huge! They were like freaking sea bass. Honestly, they were absolutely huge. And then they started eating all the other fish. We didn't have even the time to remove them from the other fish to save them, because you know, in the morning we woke up and they were just little tails, you know, hanging out of their mouths, which was just so sad and so horrible. Not only did they destroy our tropical paradise, then they started breeding like crazy. Dad had to like give them up and give them away because they were just, the situation was just getting so out of control thanks to me. Also the other day, I was thinking back to some of the like really weird stories that happened to me, because I was reading a story about a girl who like ran to the other woman across the road and whispered to her like, please pretend to be my friend, because that man has been following me for a while. And I thought that's, you know, like all girls should know and should feel comfortable to run up to someone, be it a man or a woman, and ask them for help and just, you know, say, can you just stay with me for a second, you know, because I don't feel comfortable. And that should be an absolute normal thing. But I was just, I don't know why, how those things connected in my mind, but I started thinking back about some of my stupid decisions that I made when I was younger. And I'll tell you about one of them. It was summer. I think I was maybe 16, and me and my best friend, we were on the beach in Estonia, and these 2 guys came up to us and, you know, just started chatting to us and like played volleyball or something like that, which was really nice. The guys were good looking, you know, whatever. They chatted with us, and one of them, the guy that I actually liked, was like, oh, do you wanna meet up, you know, tomorrow night or whatever, or can I take your number? So I gave him my number, and we like messaged each other a few times, and then he said, do you want to meet up tonight? And I said, yeah, sure. And I was staying with my dad, and my dad's city is a very small town, but on the seashore, so it's really a village rather than a town. It's tiny. He picked me up with his car from my dad's place, and he was like, oh, should we go have a walk on the beach? I said, oh yeah, fine, great idea. And so we went, we had a walk on the beach, then we went back to the car, and I was like, yeah, will you just, you know, take me home now? He said, yeah, no problem. And he started driving, and you know, bear in mind, nothing about this guy was like flashing, you know, was causing flashing red lights in my mind. Nothing at all. He was nice, he was absolutely normal, he was like, you know, sweet, and, you know, he seemed like a good guy. He basically goes past the turn that goes to my father's house, and I'm like, oh, did we just miss the turn? And it's like, oh yeah, don't worry, you know, kind of that kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, never mind, there's another turn further down. He misses that turn as well. So I start freaking out like crazy. But I was like, you know, where are we going? And he's like, oh, we're just gonna nip to one place, you know, like just stop somewhere just to pick up something from my friends or something like that. He said, I don't remember. From that little town to the other town, it's about 30 minutes, and it is just a road in the middle of nowhere. They're just fields. It's fields and nothing else, like nothing at all. You kind of get to like the motorway bit that goes between my city, my big city Narva, and Tallinn, which is our capital. That's like the motorway. It's still 2 lanes, but it's our motorway. We got onto that, and he made a call. He called someone, but he didn't speak to anyone. He just made a call, and then he put his phone down. And bear in mind, this is like very early 2000s. So my phone is nothing like this. It's a little Siemens with a tiny little green screen that you can't, I didn't even have Snake on that phone to play. So, and I had like a prepaid thing, so I had a certain amount of money that I could spend a month because my parents were still paying for my phone. Once you're out of that credit, you can only accept calls. Or you can make calls within the same like company. So for example, in UK it's O2, EE, whatever. So if I'm in O2, I can make a free call to O2. And it was called Deal. If anyone is from Estonia, you guys will remember it. I am freaking out. I'm totally freaking out because we get to motorway and he keeps driving. He just keeps driving towards his city because I know where he lives. Well, basically shitting my pants because I have no idea what to do, and he's not talking to me. He's not answering my questions, he's just driving. I mean, I don't even think I told my parents this story because they would probably spank me so hard after I would tell them this story. I told him, just pull over and let me out, pull over, let me out, and he wouldn't. He was like, no, don't worry, you know, don't panic, stop it, it's absolutely fine. I was like, no, just pull over now, I'm getting out, and he just wouldn't. So what I did, I literally grabbed his handbrake and pulled it. And bear in mind, he was going like, I don't know, 70, 80 kilometers an hour, probably, something like that. I pulled his handbrake. I don't know what I was thinking, like what's gonna happen? Why didn't I pull the handbrake, you know, closer maybe to town at least? But anyways, it was quite late. It was like getting close to midnight. Also, don't think that like my father didn't care for me or didn't check on me. My parents were quite trusty because I never really did anything stupid, and I think I was about 16 then actually. And I just said that, you know, I'll be back, you know, before midnight or whatever. So it wasn't time yet to worry. The car obviously sort of stops. I open the door and he's like, what the, you know, start swearing like, what the hell are you doing? Are you stupid? Are you mad? Like start screaming, shouting at me, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, I'm in the middle of the field. This guy's gonna get out of the car and do God knows what with me, and I am absolutely scared. But I open the door and I start running. I literally start running back like towards my other town, which is, you know, if I'm walking, that's probably like a good 2 hours walk. But, you know, I just start running like a crazy person. I remember he just got back into the car and drove off. He drove off. And there I am walking in the middle of a motorway that, you know, it's no England, it's not US, where, you know, probably even at night you have traffic. It's Estonia, you guys. It's Estonia. There might be 2 cars driving at that time on that road. It was so quiet. No cars were passing. And also, I was in that kind of state of mind. I was scared. I was super, super scared to even ask anyone for a ride. And also, I was scared that one of the cars that will be coming back will be him. So I am trying to dial my best friend who has the same operator as me, because she's the only person I can call because I'm out of my credit. And I am trying to call her, but she's obviously asleep. So I'm messaging her like, call me, tell my dad to call me, blah blah blah. Yeah, basically, you know, I don't, what the hell did I just do? Never mind, we'll fix this. So yeah, basically I can't get through to her. Like maybe 2 cars went by, and then there is this one car that stops. As soon as he stops, I cross the road, because I was like, what is it? What if this is another like maniac? I don't know who he is. I cross the road and he gets out of the car and he's like, excuse me, do you want a ride? Like, are you okay? What are you doing here? I wasn't answering. He was like, listen, you know, I just want to take you home. I just want to take you somewhere safe. Even when I tell this story out loud, I cannot believe myself, because that guy was dressed so weird. He had basically like a butcher's apron on him, a pair of boots, and 2 sunglasses and a cap. I remember this so clearly. And you know, I am not making this up. This sounds absolutely crazy, I know, but I am not making this up. So this guy's like, come on, get into the car, I'll take you home. So he's like, what happened? So I start telling him, and basically tells me how stupid I am, and that why the hell did I get into the car with someone I didn't know, and here I am sitting with some other guy that I don't know in the car. And his car was so freaky as well. He had all this like LED flashing lights in the car. He had like a really big alarm clock here on the left, and you know, like in the middle. I don't know, you guys, it was the weirdest experience. But yeah, he took me home, and I don't remember unfortunately his name, but I'm very, very grateful that he did find me on that motorway then and took me home. Yeah, my friend basically got back to me in the morning because she was asleep. And all I want to say to the young girls out there is that never, ever, ever go anywhere with a stranger, especially anywhere that you can't get out of. Like a car, like a house, somewhere you don't know, just don't do it. Meet in a cafe with a lot of people around you. I don't know, take your older brother with you, something. Because that was just a stupid, stupid thing to do on my part, and that could have ended so badly. I don't know, I just felt like sharing this with you guys. If you have any weird stories like this, let me know. This is very nice. Got so carried away with my eyes, you guys. I wasn't planning to make this look so kind of dramatic, but that's just what happened when I'm telling stories and not even paying attention to what's happening on my face. This video is also probably gonna be about 300 years long. But yeah, my mother taught me better than that, than get into the car with strangers. But unfortunately, when you're young, you do stupid things. I'm just gonna use my Lancome Hypnose Doll Eyes Mascara. Oh yeah, and by the way, that guy who drove me in the car, God knows where, I saw him after. I saw him once on the beach. Like I think months and months later. I don't remember if we even like were close enough to catch each other's eye. Also, someone told me that that wasn't like the first time something like that happened. I think what was awaiting me wherever he was taking me would not be the best experience of my life. Especially because of that call that he made. It was almost like he was calling his friends to say, hey, I'm on my way, and I have prey with me, you know what I mean? That was so long ago, but it still makes me extremely uncomfortable. Sunshine is coming out, you guys! Whee! I'm excited that the sunshine is coming out. Don't know how I feel about being this pink. Guys, I need to go wash my hands and I will be right back. You guys, I wasn't feeling the lip gloss as much, so I've just toned it down a tiny little bit, but I have set my face and let my locks down. Not very fresh locks. But yeah, if you guys enjoy story time videos, let me know and I will do more story time because I have a lot of stories to tell. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and I will see you very, very soon in one of my next videos. Bye!